boxing world
Woo.
um, had its landscape glitched. How do you feel
That's a
about
way of
that
putting
that
it.
Mike Tyson Roy Jones fight, or the whole
The
card?
mu- the whole card, yeah, yeah. Let's talk about. I mean, really, there's two matches on the card that were relevant to me,
Right,
and that was, of course, Mike Tyson.
Roy Jones
Well,
and
yeah,
Nate
the other
Robinson.
one I was gonna say was Jake Paul versus
Mhm.
Nate Robinson. But the Mike Tyson match, I mean, it for those who don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it. It ended in a draw. It
Right.
seemed like to me it should end in a draw. I mean, nobody really extremely wowed me. Obviously, Tyson started slow but kept his energy, and the other way around, it was start strong but then kind of dropped off. Um, Roy's a hell of a boxer, and so is Mike Tyson. So the problem is it's almost like when you watch the Super Bowl. You got the two
Mhm.
best teams, so when you're watching it, it's like, well, nothing's really happening because
Right. They
they
cancel
know
each
how to
other out.
counter. Yeah, they cancel each other out. Whereas the Jake Paul Nate Robinson match, like Jake Paul knocked the guy out in round two. You know, like that. Of course, and then they had Snoop Dogg music playing over the entire match and everything. He came out in a Dragon Ball Z Goku way. I used to like Dragon Ball, but not. So thanks for running that for me. Uh, But I do
Yeah.
wonder though. I do wonder though if he did that because Nate Robinson had the orange and blue trunks on.
Mm.
So it's like
Mm.
orange and blue. Why you gonna dress like Goku? I'm gonna wear the Super Saiyan
Yeah.
way. But yeah, so that was the most interesting match. But as far as the Mike Tyson match, I mean, I definitely think that I definitely think that the outcome was correct. I do feel like it was a draw. Yeah.
First of all, shout out to Nate Robinson and Jake Paul for even getting in the ring, because these are two people that this wasn't their first. This wasn't the thing that brought them to the dance. They
Right.
did other stuff, and they just decided, you know what, I'm gonna throw hands. As far as Mike and Roy,
Yeah.
Mike and Roy, to me, the draw was what I expected, but I do feel like Mike Tyson won that. I think the draw was given as a
Courtesy.
reward for participation for Roy Jones.
I
Like,
mean, I like Roy Jones. I like Roy Jones quite a bit. I think that overall he's the superior boxer. I think that Mike Tyson has more power. I think that Mike Tyson
right,
has more clout. I'm not putting Mike Tyson down, but I think
yeah,
well-roundedness, Roy Jones is a little bit better. But he just, I mean, he didn't have as much training time. He didn't
right.
show up as much, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty because it was almost all clinch work. It was
Hmm.
almost entirely clinch work,
Right.
you know?
Very, very intelligent move. Because that would be my strategy too. If I'm going in there with Mike Tyson, bro, I'm gonna lay on his arms until he is tired. If you just take the names away, take Roy Jones Jr.'s name and clout away, take Mike Tyson's name and clout away, if you just watch that fight without any expectations, then I feel like you'll see a Mike Tyson victory.
It's also, to throw a little fun at Mike Tyson there. Mr. Fighting makes me hard or whatever it was. Did you see? I think it was the second to last round, but I could be wrong about that. But there's a little video you can find online of it where he goes and he bites the thumb on his glove, like when they're like separating them in between rounds. He goes and he bites
Oh.
the thumb on his glove because he was wanting to bite that ear, but he just yeah, he was like, "But they're keeping on me."